How's it going, YouTube? This is Kumo. Today I'll be showing you how to attach rubber soles to your superhero costume. For this video, you are going to need a blow dryer, water shoes, glue gun to remove the adhesive in the water shoes, shoe glue to reattach the rubber soles to your costume. Other recommendations would be a small container to pour the glue gun in, Q-tips to apply the glue gun to the rubber shoe, and maybe some gloves to protect your skin. Make sure you're doing this in a well ventilated area. You don't want to be breathing in these chemicals when you're doing this. Let's get started. First step is going to be heating up the rubber sole of the water shoe with the hair dryer. Make sure you get it hot enough so that the glue starts to weaken and liquefy, but you don't want to melt a hole in your rubber sole. So keep moving it around. Just enough heat to get a small separation between your cloth. So after about a minute of heating up your sole, start pulling on the cloth. All you need again is a small separation so you can apply glue gun in there. Keep applying glue gun and pulling on the cloth part. This is not a race, you guys. Take your time on this. You don't want to tear the cloth part. You're going to need all parts of your water shoe. Keep moving along the water shoe. Keep pulling on it until you get the rubber sole and the cloth separated. Once you have these separated, remove the inner sole. You're going to wash all three of these parts. Make sure they're completely dry before you go on to the gluing step. Once they're completely dry, you are going to put on the water shoe. So make sure that the inner sole is within the cloth. You're going to slip your foot with the water shoe into your costume. It kind of looks funny. It seems funny, but this is going to give you more support than if you just glued your rubber sole to your costume. And if you are going to glue your rubber sole, your costume, and there's nothing separating your foot from the glue, guess what? You just glued your feet to your rubber soles and to your costume. And now you're going to have to painfully remove this glue. So again, remember, put the water shoe in the costume. I don't want you to forget. I'm going to say it again. Make sure you have your cloth part of your water shoe between you and the costume. I don't want to get any comments saying, I glued my feet to my water shoes. Well, I warned you like 3 times. After this, you're going to apply shoe glue to the rubber sole. Get a nice outline of the foot, zigzag patterns. Make sure you have enough glue at the toes, at the arc of the foot, and at the heel. I'd rather you put more glue than you need than not enough, and over time it starts to tear and break down. I rubber band my soles to my costume just to make sure that there was enough contact area with the rubber soles. And after about an hour, I took my feet out of my costume, stuffed my costume with muscle shirts, with socks, with other things to give it a general foot shape, and I rubber band it again to allow it to dry for another 24 hours. I was in a rush. I only had about 12 hours before my event. My shoes did hold up with only 12 hours of drying, but I would not recommend it. If you can, take your time. Do this before you have Comic-Con. Do this before you have Halloween. Give yourself about 2 to 3 days to finish this project completely. Take your time, and your shoes will turn out well. Like this video if you found it informative, share it with a fellow superhero, and subscribe for more suit modifications coming in the near future. Thank you guys for your support. I will see you guys in the next video.